good. So that was the main topic about Bhishma being a great devotee of the Lord, finally leaving the planet after instructing Yudhishthira. So having all kind of technical issues.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yes.
So I think I know what happened. So after the war between the Kauravas and the Pandavas, so Karna has died already, and I think Karna's mother, I don't remember her name, she was sad, and Yudhishthira gave curses to each and every woman that you shouldn't keep your secrets by yourself or to yourself. So that is why she revealed her secret that their brother Karna is actually their brother. Then Yudhishthira felt really sad, and even whenever Yudhishthira and Krishna went to visit Gandhari, she gave curses to Krishna plus Yudhishthira that for Krishna he will fight for war for 36 years, then he'll die. Or he'll fight for 36 years. And for Yudhishthira, he just looked at his legs, then his toenails got burned.
Yeah.
Even for the part whenever not Ashwatthama, but one of Ashwatthama's pals, he wanted to kill Bhima since Bhima killed Duryodhana, or not Duryodhana.
Dhritarashtra, right? So he's very angry that his elder son and all the 100 Kaurava boys were killed by Bhima. So he crushed Bhima, but it was actually his statue that he crushed. So we discussed.
Prabhuji, then we discussed that Dhritarashtra wanted to hug Bhishma, and then Krishna stopped and said that you should make an iron statue of Bhima and give it to Dhritarashtra for hugging. And then Dhritarashtra crushed that statue into pieces, and everyone understood what Dhritarashtra was actually, what was Dhritarashtra's intention.
Yes.
To kill Bhima.
Indian Prabhuji?
Yes. So
wasn't the statue from Duryodhana's castle already?
Yes, from Duryodhana's
even
gymnasium.
We discussed how Bhishma had a glorious death.
Yes.
And he was like really happy whenever he saw Krishna before dying. And then he died. And
Krishna
even
showed
they were all crowned. So all the 5 Pandavas were crowned. So Yudhishthira was like the top first of all. Oh yeah, I forgot this. Even Yudhishthira even
you
though
should say Yudhishthira,
some
okay?
things weren't
Not Yudhishthira, Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira. So he's very steady in war.
Yeah.
What is his name? Yudhishthira, okay? Yeah.
Yudhishthira.
Okay.
So
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji, can I tell something? When Bhishma was lying in the bed of arrows, Mother Ganga Devi came to see her son, right?
Yeah. So we didn't discuss all that, but that is earlier when Arjuna gives water to Bhishma. Yeah, and then also because Mother Ganga is his mother, Bhishma's mother, she's very sad that he's all wounded like this. But actually, for a devotee to leave the body when in the presence of other devotees, like all the great sages and Krishna,
he would be happy when dying.
Yeah,
and
Krishna,
as he knows, since he did he didn't do any bad things or anything, but he went to the bad side of the war, but Krishna was still happy with him since he was happy when he died. So even when he died, he felt
happy. And
Yeah.
if you don't feel happy or think of Krishna when you die, you'll go to the bad planets if you did something bad in your life.
Okay. All right.
Prabhuji,
So, yes.
Prabhuji, can I ask one
Okay.
question?
Yeah.
Do
So
Bhishma have brothers or sisters?
yeah. So Bhishma. Yeah. So we learned that, right? He has half brothers because Vijitra Virya, his half brother,
Prabhuji, so what today we
mother
will learn?
Satyavati, right? Remember the person who was smelling like fish, and then she became
Prabhuji,
transformed. So
Bhishma
Vaidehi has up. So
three
let's hear
ladies,
a point from.
Amba, Ambika, and Ambalika. Ambika and Ambalika was there, but Amba has cursed Bhishma that in my next life, I will be the reason of your death. So then he just then she just died, and she just take the just she became Shikhandi, the son of Draupad.
Yes, very nice, Taraji. Yes, so that is how Bhishma got into a bed of arrows.
Okay, so what's
so
your
actually,
question?
Avani ji, or I don't know which one is Avani and which one is Vaidehi. Okay, go
So
ahead.
Avani,
I'm Vedihi. This is Avni.
yeah, I'm Avni.
Oh, okay, okay.
So didn't Yudhishthir curse all women to not be able to keep a secret because
Yes,
Kunti said that Karna was her son?
yes, very good point. Yes. So
Prabhuji,
Ashmita ji also mentioned this earlier. So yes.
yeah, Prabhuji, then even I forgot to tell this to you, but even though whatever he didn't do, he will even accept it as his own fault. For example, if you say, "Oh, you have it, you were the cause of the war," if you tell that to Yudhishthira, I guess, he will say, "Oh, yeah, it is my fault," since he will accept
Prabhuji,
anything
it's
that you
been
say.
19 minutes since we start talking something about we studied earlier.
Yeah,
So when
because
are we
everything
going
is
to start?
important, right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll
when are we going to start the session today?
please be patient, okay?
yeah. Thank you for reminding us about the time. Yes, time is very precious. So we'll today's class. But it is a very good point by Ashmita ji that Yudhishthira is very humble and he accepts all the faults. And we discussed about a demon.
Yeah, wait, so he wanted to make Yudhishthira sad, so he pretended to be a saint by dressing as a saint.
Yes, yes,
the name of the demon was Charvaka, I think so.
yes, correct.
Yeah, he tried to make Yudhishthira sad,
Yeah.
but then the saints recognized him that he was a demon, Charvaka, so that's why they made him go away, Charvaka.
Yeah, I think we all are now, we all understand the context, and
Yeah,
we are
Prabhuji,
where we can start.
he even missed a point. So Yudhishthira, but I think he is like the top of everything. What I mean top of everything is that he rules like everything. Then like Bhima, like he rules by himself for I think a village, and Krishna and Arjuna, they both rule together another village, and I guess Nakula and Sahadeva.
Not to that yet.
Yeah.
Ashmita.
Yeah. So we discussed all that.
Oh,
Ayana, you
yeah.
missed last class, right? So Ashmita ji is talking about how they rode with the and went to the Hastinapur palace. We discussed that here. See,
So
like 18
Prabhuji,
months
can
for
I
9
tell something that I don't know how did Pandava's father Pandu died?
Yeah, so that is earlier. So that's much earlier in the forest because.
Can I tell why Pandu died by?
Yeah, so just take 1 minute. After Tairaji says the answer, we will go into today's class topic, okay?
Prabhuji, actually, Dhritarashtra told to Pandu, his brother, that you have been the king for after many years you can go for rest with your two wives, Madri and Kunti Devi. So Pandu just nodded and he went ahead. And when he went to that, when he went to take rest, means when he went to one forest, and then he lived in means there was a rishi called Rishi Kingdom. Uh, he just guided him and he just talked with them. But one day Madri told that there is a lion, means tiger. I want that tiger, can you please go and hunt it? So Pandu just nodded and he went. And he didn't kill the tiger by mistake. The arrow went to Rishi Kingdom, and Rishi Kingdom and his wife died. And so after, before dying, the Kingdom told that
He told a
I am
curse to
person.
him.
Yes, he gave the curse to Pandu that when your sons will be born, and when you will touch Madri, means any when you will touch any woman after your son's after your son born, then you will be died. So when he was very sad, and he went with his two wives to Hastinapur, and he told to Dhritarashtra and Bhishma Pitama and Satyavati, Ambika and Ambalika, that everyone, that I am going for my realization with I'm going for my realization, because I have, by mistake, my arrow went to Rishi Kingdom. So Madri and Kunti Devi told that I also want to go. So Pandu told, no need of going, because I am the reason. Then Madri told, no, I only told you, so I will also go. Then Kunti Devi told, you both are going, leaving me, I will also go. Then they also went for the realization. And in the realization, his kids were born. All the kids were born: Yudhishthira, Bhim, Arjun, Nakul, and Sahadev. After they were born, after some days, after some weeks, after some months, Madri was taking shower. After Madri came in front of Pandu, so Pandu just hugged her. So, and then, because he only wants to die, because he does not want to live in the world, so he just hugged Madri and he died. So then, after dying in the fire, when Pandu was just when Pandu was burning in the fire, then Madri Devi told that I was the reason, so I also want to die with you. Then she went and she told Kunti Devi that my sons Nakul and Sahadev, please take care of my son Nakul and Sahadev, because I'm going to die, and I'm going to die. So then she died in the fire, and Kunti Devi was crying. This was the story of Pandu's death.
Yes, very nice, Taraji. Very detailed, and you have a good command of the stories in Mahabharata.
Okay,
Thank
now
you,
can we
Taraji.
finally
Thank
go
you,
to the
Taraji.
thing that we're learning now?
Okay,
Thank you, Taraji.
yeah, thank you all for reminding and bringing us all in the as to understand the story and where we are now. So let's start today. So Yudhishthira becomes the king, and see, they are all sitting in the palace, and they are ruling the kingdom very nicely. Of course, Yudhishthira is Dharmaraj, so he knows the best way to rule the kingdom. He's spreading peace and harmony everywhere. And when you have a good leader in the world, then even the citizens and everything will be going really good. There were not so much suffering in the world. The world has always has some suffering, but the suffering reduced. And
A lot.
yeah,
Like
so
a lot.
so fathers were not dying like after their sons, because they and women were not becoming widows, and all the good auspicious things were happening in Yudhishthira's rule, because he rules with keeping Krishna in the center and as a devotee. So all these good things started happening. And okay, someone is starting to draw. So let me kind of disable the annotations so that everybody is not distracted. Okay, anyway, so what happened was then Krishna had been spending so much time with the Pandavas. If you remember, after the war in the Virata war, and then how the Pandavas revealed that they were actually hiding, and then they came to Hastinapur, asked for the half kingdom. They didn't get even 5 villages, nor even enough land to poke a needle. And then they had to go for war. All through this time, Krishna was with the Pandavas. So many months had passed.
Wow.
So Krishna was not where in Dwaraka Dham. So Dwaraka is where Krishna, Yadav, Krishna's kingdom. He created a whole city in the ocean, right? And he had 16,008 wives. He had made a palace for each one of them, and he had many sons. And he was taking care of his greatest devotees till now. But now that he protected them in the war, and he installed them as king. He wanted to go back and see his family in Dwaraka, where Ugrasena was king. Yeah, somebody had a question? No? Okay. All right. So then Krishna, Yudhishthira was still, even after hearing from Bhishma that how to be a great king, how to rule, he was still really sad about all his family members and everybody who died in the war. So he kept saying, I still am not satisfied with all the ceremonies we conducted and all that. He's still not happy about the sins he accrued from war. He's still thinking he's responsible. So Krishna told him, you have to, if you're still feeling responsible, this is all a play of your mind, because the mind can always tell you that many things. So everybody knows that the mind is even higher than our like senses, right? Nose, tongue. So all the senses that we got, even higher than the senses is the mind, because the mind tells you what to do. If you want to go out and see a movie, the mind is telling you. But you are enjoying the movie with your eyes, but the eyes is not taking you to the decision made is in the mind. So Krishna said, your mind can be your greatest enemy or your greatest friend. Now your mind is telling you you're still responsible. So in order to pacify your mind, why don't you do a Ashwamedha sacrifice? So if you remember earlier, when Yudhishthira became the king of Indraprastha, when they got that Khandavaprastha land, and when they got half kingdom, went into the forest, they had done a Rajasuya Yagya. So now they're doing a Ashwamedha Yagya. Krishna said, once you do this, then you probably will get over this feeling that you are responsible for the war and the death and all that. So the only way to pacify the mind is to connect the mind in higher things. So that's why Krishna instructed Yudhishthira to do that. So Krishna instructed that, and then Krishna told Yudhishthira now he has to go back to Dwaraka. And so he gets ready to leave, but everybody's sad because the greatest thing is to have the Supreme Lord live with you, and now he's leaving. So everybody's really sad. And Kunti Maharani, she comes and she gives a wonderful prayer to Krishna. And that is also in Srimad Bhagavatam, Prayers of Mother Kunti, Queen Kunti it's called. And Srila Prabhupada has written a book about it also. It's just this episode in Mahabharata that's taken, and those prayers are so wonderful, because Kunti is such a great devotee. She's asking for more and more problems. So can anybody tell why Kunti asked for more problems? Usually we say, oh, God, give me no problems. I want a comfortable life. I want to write my tests well.
So, Prabhuji, I think so. When Kunti tells when Kunti tells all the problems, Krishna will stay in the Hastinapur for a long time.
Yeah, that's a good answer. So,
Yeah, wait. I think I'm with Meenakshi.
Okay. So let's give Vaidehiji a chance.
Okay.
She wants more problems so she can remember Krishna even more.
Yes, yes. So whenever we have problems, we will remember Krishna or a higher authority. Like as children, when we have a problem, we'll run to our parents. Until then, we'll be playing with our friends. But if we fall down and then we have a wound, we will run to our parents. Oh, daddy or mommy, or please take care of me. Right? So just like that, Kunti Maharani is saying, only when there's problems, I'll be forced to think about the Lord. If I'm always comfortable, there are hundreds of servants taking care of everything in my house, then I'm not thinking so much about the Lord. But she has a priority, right? Because thinking about Krishna is the most important thing in this life. So she wants to always think about the Lord. And Krishna tells her, because you're always thinking about me, I'm always thinking about you also and taking care of you. And Krishna smiles to her before leaving, and she was so happy to see the Lord smile. And, he goes back to Dwaraka. And in Dwaraka, everybody is waiting for Krishna. They haven't seen Krishna for so many months, and they are
What
so,
about years?
not years.
What?
Because the Kurukshetra war was 18 days.
Oh,
And then the Bhishma had instructed them 56 days, we discussed last. 56 days is like 2 months, right? So it's almost like 3 or 4 months Krishna has been with Yudhishthira. Now, if our if loved ones go away for a month, we'll be very
sad.
Yeah. But this is part
Very
of Krishna's Leela also, to be with you and then go away from you, because there is the bhakti really fructifies when he's away, because we have pangs of separation and we pray to him more, then he'll come. So he's always fresh in everybody's mind. So he went, and he's coming back to Dwaraka, and everybody, when he reaches the gates of Dwaraka, he blows his conch shell. And who knows the name of his conch shell?
Prabhuji, it was a Pancha.
Pancha.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, good job.
Panchajani.
Yeah, so he blows his conch shell, and then everybody comes running. Oh, Krishna is home! Krishna is home! And they are all so excited. That's what you see. Everybody is putting flower petals where Krishna is putting his feet and welcoming him. And so everybody's happy, and Krishna goes to Ugrasena. Remember, who's Ugrasena?
The king of Dwaraka while he left.
Yeah, so
He was gone.
Who is Kamsa's father?
Ugrasena.
Yeah. So Krishna had installed Ugrasena as a king of Mathura, and then so Krishna is the king of Dwaraka, but Ugrasena is very senior to him. So Krishna goes to him and tells him that about the war and how the Pandavas as great devotees won the war, and telling him everything.
So, Prabhuji, what was the name of the ruler of the Dwaraka?
So Ugrasena.
Ugrasena. Okay,
Yeah.
Ugrasena is the great grandfather of Krishna, right?
Yes. So hold on. Yeah. So because Mother Devaki's father is Ugrasena, because Devaki is Kamsa's sister, right? So those two siblings have father Ugrasena, and so Krishna's grandfather is Ugrasena, not great grandfather. Okay. So he went to Ugrasena, was saying all the things about the war, and suddenly, Mother Subhadra came running, and she was crying and told Krishna, "Oh Krishna, why don't you tell him about Abhimanyu?" So, Subhadra is Abhimanyu's mother, right? So Abhimanyu had died in the war. So she's...
Prabhuji, you had a mistake. Subhadra was not Abhimanyu's father. Mother.
Yeah, I thought I said mother, but sorry, I said wrong. But yeah, Subhadra is Abhimanyu's mother and father is Arjuna, right? So Subhadra is very sad and telling that this wonderful soldier and wonderful devotee and even the disciple of Krishna died in the war. Krishna, why aren't you telling that story? So then everybody in Dwaraka is sad about Abhimanyu dying in the war, but Krishna says he's in a better place because he's a Kshatriya. He fought very well. He didn't show his back to the war, because other people, when they get scared, they run away. But even though he was very young, a teenager, he still was fighting so hard. And hence don't cry. He's in a better place, and he is happy now.
Planets, or
Prabhuji, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prabhuji, Arjuna is in the Hastinapur, and
Yeah.
why Subhadra in Dwaraka?
So Subhadra is going to go soon, right? Now they just got installed as kings. So Subhadra hasn't gone yet back to Hastinapur. She will leave now that Krishna has come. She will go to Hastinapur. Good logistical question. Okay. Anyway, and so then they do the Shraddh ceremony for Abhimanyu, and everybody is both happy and sad because Krishna is back, and then they're sad because Abhimanyu has left the world and they can't have.
wait.
Yeah.
Then
Okay. So then, Parikshit was in the womb, right? He was protected by Krishna. We already discussed that when we recap. So Parikshit is born, and everybody is really happy, and everybody says he'll be a great king, and he's a great devotee of the Lord because he even saw. Yeah.
who is Krishna's sisters again?
Krishna's sister is Subhadra.
Subhadra. Okay.
Yeah, mother of Abhimanyu. Okay. All right. So now that Parikshit is born, they decide to do a Ashwamedha sacrifice, just like Krishna had instructed. So what happened was they didn't have any money in the treasury. Okay. So because of the war, it was totally depleted. They had no money. And for doing an Ashwamedha sacrifice, they need to invite guests. And they had to. Yes.
Can you please erase the doodles on the screen for whoever did that?
Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Whoever's drawing on this, please.
No, that okay. So everybody will get a turn to draw in the end. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So so then they in order to do the Ashwamedha sacrifice, they didn't have any money. So then they got an instruction from Naradji that there is a cave in the Himalayas, and it is full of gold. So there was a person called Maruta who had done a lot of penance, and he got like a from Brahma, he got a whole mountain of gold, and he made a lot of jewels with that and ornaments, and he kept it in a cave. And now he's not. He had to leave because he left his body. It was just there. So Arjuna was sent to get that, and Arjuna went there and got all that to prepare for the Ashwamedha sacrifice. So Krishna always makes plans for devotees to do big things like that. Even though they don't have money, he arranges. So
the Dwaraka people didn't have money?
Not Dwaraka, the Hastinapur, where Yudhishthira became king. Because of the war, both armies were fighting, and because to spend a lot of money there, right? So they didn't have any money left to do a big sacrifice. So
Krishna gave them money?
No, Krishna didn't give them money. Krishna arranged like a big treasure to be found in a cave, so that they could do the sacrifice.
So they need a lot of money for the sacrifice.
Yes, yes, yes. So what this Ashwamedha Yagya is, they let a horse run around, right? So they let a horse out of the kingdom and let the horse run all over the kingdom, and wherever the horse goes, if the king in that kingdom is agreeing to be agreeing that Yudhishthira is the ruler, then
Prabhuji, if the
there's no
horse
fight.
wanders into the territory of the other rajas and then they had a fight, and if the rajas allowed the horse to pass, it meant that the king who wanted to perform this Ashwamedha sacrifice was stronger than them.
Yes, yes. So if they are favorable, then there is no fight. But if they are unfavorable, there would be a fight. So who is the person following the horse?
Prabhuji, is it Arjuna?
Arjuna?
Yes, Arjuna. Because Arjuna has made the commander-in-chief, right? So
Arjuna.
yes, very good. So Arjuna is going, actually, as Arjuna was going, you know the Trigarthas, they were against, because
Prabhuji,
the
why
Kaurava
was
side
the
many.
horse running?
Sorry?
Why was the horse running?
So horse runs wherever just like Ishwarji told us, where the horse just left loose, and wherever the horse goes, if that kingdom is favorable, they will not attack the horse. Yeah, others who are
Oh, so
unfavorable.
where's the horse going?
Horses just left randomly to run anywhere, so it just runs all over India.
Oh, and
yeah.
if other people are okay with the horse running all around there doing nothing, so if they're okay with the horse running, they won't kill. But
No,
if
it's just a way to show whether you're friendly to Yudhishthira or unfriendly. So so there were many kings who were against. So one king was, like I said, the Trigarthas, who fought in the Kaurava side, and then there was the son of Bhagadatta. If you remember in the Kauravas, Bhagadatta was the guy with the big elephant. We don't have to remember all these names. I'm just saying there are some people who fought with Arjuna, and Yudhishthira told him not
Bhagadatta.
to. Yeah, and Arjuna was told by Yudhishthira, don't kill anybody as much as possible. So he was very nice, but he fought until they surrendered. And so then Vajradatta surrendered. And then they went to the Sindhu kingdom. Arjuna was there, and Sindhu is the kingdom of Jayadratha. Remember, Jayadratha was killed in the war by Arjuna. So they were against Arjuna, and they put up a fight for 3 days. But then Dushala is Jayadratha's wife and also sister of the Kauravas, right? So she came running with her child in her hands and said, "Oh Arjuna, don't fight, don't make my life even more miserable. My husband died." So then the Sindhu warriors also stopped, and Arjuna said, "All this is happening because of Duryodhana."
Prabhuji, can I tell one thing? Only
Yes.
in the whole world, only Dushala has 105 brothers.
Not 105, 100 brothers, and one half brother in the
Pandavas
sense.
also is Dushala's
Oh,
brothers.
got it. Yeah. So then you can say 105, or then if you add Yuyutsu, who is another son of Dhritarashtra, it will be 106. If you include cousins.
Yuyutsu is the son of Dhritarashtra?
Yeah. Yuyutsu is the son of Dhritarashtra and a maid
I
servant,
just want to say
not
one
Gandhari.
detail.
What is
To help you, Yuyutsu, remember in the war, he switched to the Pandava side because he just felt remorseful and all. But all the others were like, "Hey, you like coward! Why are you going to the other side?" And everything. But he still went to the other side.
Yes. Okay, so so there was some resistance, but Arjuna was able to win over everybody, and then he came to Manipur. So Manipur is a kingdom on the eastern side of India, like Assam, Manipur, right? So
Manipur. So Arjuna The horse went back to Manipur.
No, the horse is running, and Arjuna went all the way to Manipur now.
Wow.
And so that that's like almost 1,000 miles away from Hastinapur.
Wow. So he ran?
No, they're all going on over multiple days, right? So it's part of the Ashwamedha Yajna to make sure all the kings are.
Wait, did they find the treasure yet?
Yeah, the treasure came. Treasure already came, and they're making the preparations.
So where did they find the treasure?
Oh, Arjuna went because Narada Muni told them where to find the treasure. They went to Himalayas in a cave.
Oh, and there he found the treasure.
Yeah, and he bought all the treasure, and they already started preparation. Now, one next step is to get all the rulers in their side also. So he came to Manipur, and if you remember earlier, when Arjuna had to go for Vanvas or go to the forest, because he went and saw Yudhishthira and Draupadi sitting together. He was not supposed to see them, right? Sri Draupadi when she's with one of the Pandavas, and because of the pact they made, he had to go. And while he went, he got two wives, Ulupi and Chitrangada. So we had discussed all that earlier, long back, right? One of the sons from that.
From Ulupi?
Yeah. Her not Ulupi. Ulupi's son is Iravan, and he already fought in the war and died. Like Abhimanyu, Arjuna's son, Iravan had died, but there was one more son. Yeah, that is Bhima's son. Yeah, he died.
Another son?
Yeah. Then there was a son called Babru Vahana. Okay, it's a difficult word.
Babru Vahana.
Yeah.
Wow, that's easy.
Yeah. Okay. So Babru Vahana was the son of Chitrangada, and the pact was Arjuna would stay and have a son with Chitrangada, and when she had a son, he will leave. And Chitrangada will never come to Hastinapur or anything. He would be the ruler of Manipur. That was what they agreed upon. And that's when Arjuna left and went back to Hastinapur. So in that story, they had a son, and that son had grown up now. And that son is Babruana. So he's protecting the kingdom. He comes with all kind of gold and jewels and everything to welcome Arjuna. But then Arjuna was saying, you are my son, and you are coming when I come, like you're coming like this. You have to fight with me to show that you are a great you are a great warrior. And so then they start fighting, and actually Babru Vahana sends a weapon and kills Arjuna. So then Arjuna is lying dead, and then
Is Arjuna dead?
Yeah. Wait for the suspense. So then Babru Vahana comes running and say, "Oh, I have killed my father. What can I do? I'm just going to fast because I killed my father." But actually, this is all happening because of a curse Arjuna got. Because he killed Bhishma, killed as in put all the arrows in Bhishma with Shikanti. The Vasus. They are the celestial being, and one of the Vasu is Bhishma, right? So they were very against Arjuna, and they cursed Arjuna that he would die because he did this, putting Shikhandi in front and shooting at Arjuna. They went to the Ganges and cursed. And then Ulupi is one of the wives, right? So she's a Naga princess. She had heard this, and she said, "Oh, they have cursed Arjuna. What can we do?" And so she went to the Vasus and said, "No, you shouldn't do that to my husband. He was doing the right thing that Krishna said. So don't do anything." So they said, "Okay. So only thing you can do now is he's going to die." Wait, let me finish. So only thing you can do is he's going to die at the hands of Babruana. But you have the celestial gem called Nagamani. And with this Nagamani, you can revive Arjuna back. So So then that's why Ulupi had come here, and she had told Babruwana to fight with Arjuna. It's okay to fight with Arjuna. And then when Arjuna was down like that, she invoked this celestial gem, the Nagamani, and gave it to Babruwana and said, "Oh, you can just put the jewel on Arjuna, and he will come back to life." So Arjuna comes back to life, and then both Chitrangada, Ulupi, and Babruwana, they're all happy, and then they all go. They all decide to go to Hastinapur.
I need to say something.
Okay, Arjuna. Okay, we have to say quick. We don't
Okay,
understand.
so you know how Bhishma was like one of the one of the Vasus, right?
Yeah.
So when he dies, it'll go back to the Vasu. So why did they curse Krishna? I mean, Arjuna. It's just for nothing.
Yeah, so that's the story. It's because he went through all that pain, right? So they were just not happy with that. And they were thinking Vasus are the greatest, and he cannot be defeated in war and all that they were thinking. Anyway, that's all part of the pastime. And then they all Arjuna comes back, and then they have the great Ashwamedha sacrifice, and then even Yudhishthira.
Oh, look at the squirrel
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. So then what happens is Krishna also comes with Balram, Satyaki. They are part of the Ashwamedha sacrifice, and Krishna says, Yudhishthira, you give 3 times what you give, because everybody who comes will get a return gift kind of thing. So Krishna told Yudhishthira to give 3 times what he usually give, so that it be like 3 Ashwamedha sacrifices. And actually Yudhishthira will give when Vedavyas Rishi comes as Guru Dakshina, he gives the whole kingdom to him. I don't want anything. I'll just go to the forest, take everything.
Yudhishthira?
Yeah, Yudhishthira will give the person, the head pujari, who's Vyasadeva, everything. And then Vyasadeva said, now what can I do with this? I give it to you back. So then
Fighting over a kingdom.
And then Yudhishthira rules for 35 years with all righteousness, and everybody is really happy. And at that time, Vidura comes. And everybody is still scared about, we'll discuss that in next class, about, the curse from Gandhari, that Krishna's whole clan will be destroyed.
Prabhuji, Vidura was the, when Pandu was alive, Vidura was the minister
Yes,
of
yes.
Hastinapur.
Oh yeah, Vidura
Yeah.
is...
He is the brother of
Vidura is
the
the
brother of Dhritarashtra and Pandu.
Yama.
Yeah, Yamaraj also. Yeah, he's an incarnation of Yamaraj. Okay, so Vidura had come because he had gone to the forest. Remember, Duryodhana said, you are a dog, get out of here. Because you are saying the Pandavas should be given the kingdom. So,
You mean Vidura said that?
No. Duryodhana said that to Vidura. So Vidura just left at that time, and he was doing pilgrimage, and now he came back after so many years. He was looking very thin. So he just came back to take Dhritarashtra to live a life of like serving God. Currently, he's still taking all the riches in the kingdom because Yudhishthira is always respecting him. He's enjoying that respect and staying there. Only Bhima was disrespectful to
Because
Duryodhana.
he crushed the statue.
Not only that, he always remembered how the poisoning and how about the burning of the Lak palace and all that. So Bhima used to say, look, when Dhritarashtra is around, Bhima used to touch him and say, with this muscles, I killed your sons and all that. So he used to say and fight it on. But all the other Pandavas were very, very respectful to him. And Yudhishthira actually even takes orders from Duryodhana. From Dhritarashtra. Sorry about that. So
Well,
then
Duryodhana died.
Yeah. So Dhritarashtra is enjoying all that. And Vidura said, you are nothing but a dog, living like a household pet dog, living in Yudhishthira's house. In front of everybody, Vidura said such a straight instruction. So Vidura is acting like a spiritual master of Dhritarashtra to bring back to his senses that he's not using his life in being a devotee or anything. He's still living in enjoyment in the palace. So he instructed them, and they all very secretly, without the Pandavas knowing, one day they all left to the forest, to Himalayas. So Gandhari, Dhritarashtra, Vidura, and Kunti, all four of them, they just left to live a life, a very simple life, and of life of prayer, and to prepare for their leaving the world.
Kunti also left?
Yeah, Kunti also left. So that there we'll end today, and we only have 3 more minutes, but we'll quickly try to do the Kahoot.
Okay, I'm going.
Yeah, so, oh, Ayana, you closed the Kahoot?
What? I didn't.
Okay. So I don't know, I kept it
Wait a
open.
minute, I'll bring my another.
So somehow the screen is not working now. Okay, it's working again. So sorry, we'll go a little over today. I hope you'll forgive me. If you had made any plans, then maybe you can miss the Kahoot. Otherwise, please play the Kahoot so that
Is there?
you're learning.
What did you say, Taira Ji?
I was asking that now it is quiz time.
Yeah, so you'll see the pin now. If anybody's getting late, it's okay, you can leave. But if you can
Turn off the screen.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, good.
So 371-4629.
Okay, 3741.
371-4629.
371.
1.
371-4629.
29.
Enter.
Okay, Arjuna is in, Ishwarji is in, Taira, Radha is in, Nakula is in, Radharani is in, Ashmita ji is in. What a name. And a giraffe is in. Yudhishthira is in.
I hope it. Oh, it came up as squares. I was meaning to put peacocks.
Okay. Maybe Kahoot doesn't have peacocks in it.
Hey!
Okay, we have so many wonderful devotee
Why
kids.
a name? Look, why did it take so long for me to get in? Okay, we'll wait.
So Hemanji, Ishikaji, I don't know, you all have made new names in Kahoot, so I don't know which is which.
Okay, Radharani I know is Meenakshi. Krishna Rama is Krishna and Rama.
Yeah.
And then Ishwar Cheta is Ishwar. And then Arjuna is probably Krishna, I don't know. Yudhishthira is probably I don't know.
Okay. So can we start?
No!
Okay. Okay, we are waiting for Dhruv ji and Meenakshi ji.
Okay,
So maybe with one more class we will be able to complete Mahabharata. So you guys can all give a pat on your back that we
don't pat your back now.
Yeah. So we finished.
Why is
You can start.
Subhadra. We can start?
Wait. There's 14 participants and 13 in the Kahoot.
Yeah. Anybody else?
We showed Subhadra, so I mean.
Okay, you are Subhadra ji. Very good. So can we start?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Let me check whether everybody is in. Now everybody has been joined.
Yeah, there's 14.
Okay, where's Oi Salty? Okay, we have to wait for.
Jacket.
Yeah, so let's wait for Dhruv because he's an important person.
Yeah, always.
You ready?
I
Dhruv?
think Dhruv is why a name.
Why a name? No.
Yeah.
Dhruv is still entering something.
He's
Oh,
Yellow Jacket, huh? Good name.
Okay. Good luck, everyone. Everybody are winners who play because we are all learning.
Go!
So only 10 questions. Why did
Yell it.
ask for more material problems in her life? Not to become too comfortable with material luxuries, not to forget the Supreme Lord Krishna. In the face of danger,
Yeah.
everyone cries out for the Lord, all of the above.
I know the question. The answer. Very, very easily.
Okay. So, yeah, actually,
Ariana, you're in Peacock. Yeah,
It's the second one, I think.
yeah.
I am.
Yeah,
in
so
a
second one is the we don't forget Krishna, but when we are having too much comfort, we automatically will forget. So all of these are important points.
Can I tell something? I didn't press the quiz button, but I won the first question.
Okay. Why were the citizens of Dwaraka both happy and sad when Krishna returned? Happy to see Krishna and sad he was away for so long. Happy to see Krishna, but sad to learn that Abhimanyu passed away. Happy Krishna was in the winning side, but Yudhishthira is king of world. All of the above.
I know there are two easy.
Okay. Yeah. So this I put all of the above just to find the people who always press all of the above. So don't do that, okay?
Just read the question
So,
and
you know, the citizens of Dwaraka are not unhappy that Yudhishthira is king. They like a devotee to be king. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't wish themselves.
Okay, look at that. Yellow
Jacket. Good job.
Okay. Why did Dushala come to the battlefield with her little son? Stop the war with Arjuna and Sindhu warriors, wanted to keep her son safe, all of the above, none of the above.
Did you discuss this?
Yeah, this is...
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I got it right, I guess.
Yeah. So she didn't want to lose her son and her husband already died in Kurukshetra war. So yeah, both answers are correct. So best answer is all of the above.
Lucky.
Okay, Krishna, a cool cat with hot eyes is on top. Okay, who was Babruha who fought with Arjuna in Manipur? Arjuna's brother, Arjuna's uncle, Arjuna's father, none of the above.
What?
Prabhuji, Arjuna's uncle is neither Shakuni or
Yeah,
Shalya.
so
I was right.
So everybody always says I never put none of the above as the answer. So this time I did none of the above too. And it looks like 10 of you got it right. Good job, everyone.
Awesome.
Yeah. Again, it's
I
Arjuna's
think
brothers
somebody
are
has
the
put
Arjuna's
Arjuna's
uncle is
uncle.
Dhritarashtra.
What is that? Arjuna's father is Pandu.
Yeah. So then you got to eliminate all of them and say, okay, it's actually Arjuna's son. I didn't put Arjuna's son as the answer.
Yeah.
So none of the above is the answer, correct?
So yeah. So none of the above is the answer.
Okay, Ayana, please.
Yes.
Okay. Midpoint of the quiz. Who is Ulupi and Chitrangada? Arjuna's sisters, Arjuna's aunts, Arjuna's wives, Arjuna's grandmothers.
Grandmothers.
Then Prabhuji, who is Arjuna's grandmother?
Wow. Ganga?
Hmm?
Ganga?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it right. Well, not this. I mean, like with Ganga.
No, Arjuna's grandmother would be Ambika, because you know Ambika and Ambalika.
Yeah.
Married to Bhishma?
No. Was married to Vijitra Virya, and then
Vijitra
Virya had Pandu's son, right? After he left his body, then they bought Vyasadeva. That's a story. Okay, but good, you are asking these questions.
Dhritarashtra was Ambika's son and Pandu was Ambalika's son.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Ambika actually, she closed her eyes, right, when she saw Vyasadeva, so he got a blind son. And Ambalika, she became white with fear seeing Vyasadeva, and so she got a pale son called Pandu.
But only the servant got a good son.
Vidura. Okay. What is the sacrifice that Yudhishthira did to atone for the sins of Kurukshetra war? Ashwamedha sacrifice, Rajasuya yagya, Payovrata sacrifice, Pumsavana sacrifice.
Pumsavana?
Yeah.
What's that sacrifice?
I'll tell you after everybody answers.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, Ashwamedha sacrifice. Rajasuya is what they did before they went to the forest in Indraprastha.
Yeah, correct.
Sacrifice that mother Aditi did to get Vamana Dev, and Pumsavana Vrata is what Diti did to fight against Indra. She wanted a son. Okay, so
When I was good,
okay, next. Where did the Pandavas get the money required to perform the Ashwamedha sacrifice? Cave in the Himalayas. Dhritarashtra gave them money. Kubera gave them resources. All of the above.
I don't know. Did I pick the correct answer?
No. You can see.
I want to pick I don't know if that's correct. I want to see what I chose.
Yeah.
I chose that.
Okay, good job, everyone. So don't automatically go to all of the above. Okay. So we are almost at the end of the quiz, and we are almost 10 minutes late today. I hope you will all forgive me.
Everybody will forgive you.
Where did Dhritarashtra, Vidura, Gandhari, and Kunti leave without telling anyone? Dwaraka, Indraprastha, forest in the Himalayas, none of the above.
The Himalayas is like the really cold mountains, right?
Yeah, at the foothills there are forests. So they just... Okay, good. Most of you got that right. Some of you got none of the above. I don't know. Is that do you think someplace else? Okay. Second last. Who was the only Pandava who was disrespectful towards Dhritarashtra and Gandhari? Arjuna, Yudhishthira, Bhima, Sahadeva.
This is so easy, Acha. Everyone was paying attention. I hope they were. Sahadeva?
Yeah, still a few of you got it wrong. You know, Bhima was always saying, "Oh, I killed the Kauravas in front of Dhritarashtra and Gandhari."
Remember, you should be listening.
Yeah, most of you got that right. Some of you maybe just quickly answered.
Like Gandhari is a good
Yeah, Gandhari is also there with Dhritarashtra, right? So she would also hear, And Gandhari is also slightly at fault if you think about it, because, you know, she should have, having 101 kids, put a handkerchief on your eyes and close, then who will take care of the kids to become good people? So one of the reasons is Gandhari not being a good mother, bringing up the kids also, right?
So Prabhuji, it's not fault of Gandhari because
Okay, last question. We'll discuss this. Why did Vidura call Dhritarashtra nothing better than a household pet dog? Dhritarashtra was still enjoying luxuries of palace even in old age. Dhritarashtra was living under the protection of Yudhishthira. Dhritarashtra was enjoying the respect of Yudhishthira. All of the above.
This time I know the answer. Yep.
Yes. So all of you are right. All of the above is the best answer. So I did a lot of times all of the above is wrong, so that anybody automatically doing all of the above we shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you need to do in a Kahoot is read the questions.
Okay, what was
clearly
Meenakshi
and
ji's point? I think Meenakshi ji likes Gandhari a lot. Yes, she's a good person, but she, you know, she was always thinking about her sons who are not so good.
yeah, Prabhuji, I thought that Gandhari was in the Dharma side.
No, Gandhari is always on the Kaurava side, and
because
you know
the Kauravas are her son.
Was.
not
But in her mind, he was the Pandavas, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Look.
So let's see. Okay, third is Nakula. Second is Avani. Very good. First is Krishna. All right, congratulations to winners. Runner-up Ayana, Yudhishthira, but all of you who played are winners. And we'll see all of you now.
Where's my score?
So good job, everyone, because we are all learning. When we do questions, we will remember it better.
I got 90%.
Yeah.
Can I see mine?
Can you see mine?
Okay,
Can I see mine?
see hers.
Can I see mine? Please don't draw on the screen yet. Please don't draw on the screen yet.
No, I've disabled that.
7th, Prabhuji. Who's written 7th?
Okay, so you're Subhadra.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah,
You got 70%. Good job.
you got 7 out of 10 right. Very good.
Would you check mine? Nakula. Nakula.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Nakula.
Goodbye.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, Nakula got 90%. Very
Just
good.
like me.
Prabhuji, can I please see mine?
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
Ishwar, you were on like.
So
Okay, good.
Ishwarji got 70%.
Prabhuji, can I see mine?
I got 90.
Oh, Tyraji wants to see hers. So Tyraji is, yeah, here. You got half of it right. Very good.
Good job.
Okay. So now I'm going to, I'll let you guys do your doodling so that
Doodling. Doodling class.
so
Class
you guys can
doodle.
go and draw and be
Okay,
happy that this is
where's
not
the-
a military class, not to allow you to do anything. So I want all of you to be very creative. And thank you so much for joining and joining every week, especially on a Saturday when everybody wants to take a rest after their busy week. You have decided to come and learn about the Lord and his devotees.
Yeah.
So,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much for
Hare
joining.
Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Because of you, I'm able to do this and prepare and do this. So I'm learning so much from you. Thank you so much.
Everybody, please don't doodle all over the screen.
Hey, it's okay, Ayana.
No, I mean like
Hari bol.
nice smiley face. Ha ha ha. But just don't draw all over the screen so nobody can draw. Okay. Hey, No doing that. No. No. No, 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 no.
Ayana.
They're drawing all
That's
on
okay.
it.
Let them play around.
What? Ugh.
So,
Bye, Nitinji.
Hare Krishna. We'll see you next week.
See you later, Ishika.
Thank you for
Don't
joining.
even try
Hope you
it.
learned something.
Bye, Prabhuji.
Bye.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. If you want to draw some more, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I think I want to draw something. I want purple. And I want to draw this. Wait. I want to...
That's enough, Ayana.
Okay, I'll leave the call. To stop